So I keep seeing these videos about Africans apologizing to Black Americans, right, for the treatment.
These criminals betrayed America's welcoming spirit. The scale of these crimes has stained the reputation of American Somalis.
America's freedoms allowed us to build a unique community here in Minnesota. In return, we must promise to weed out any evil living among us.
I apologize for the way I delivered that message. I do apologize for contributing to a narrative without giving solution.
We accept the president's words. They came from a place of anger and disappointment. I'm sure many Americans feel the same way.
The president was right to let loose his feelings. It shocked us into understanding the severity of the harm our people caused.
These criminals betrayed America's welcoming spirit. The scale of these crimes has stained the reputation of American Somalis.
America's freedoms allowed us to build a unique community here in Minnesota. In return, we must promise to weed out any evil living among us.
This evil came from within our community. And so, as an honorable community, we take responsibility. We must correct this wrongdoing.
The only way to regain the trust of this nation is to root out crime, stay humble, and be forever grateful. That's the premise.
So, as honorable Somalis, we are going to take on the responsibility of apologizing to all Americans. We are deeply, deeply sorry.
The shame of this will haunt us forever. And hopefully over time you will come to forgive us.
What happens when a community that once distanced itself from Black identity suddenly calls for unity? Is this growth? Is it survival? Or is it something deeper about how race works in America? Today we are breaking down calmly, honestly, and without attacking anyone. Stay with me, because the last point might completely change how you see this. Let's watch these clips and then I'll come back with more comments.
So I keep seeing these videos about Africans apologizing to Black Americans, right, for the treatment. And let me just say this. I don't know what it is about Africans not liking us. I don't know what it is. Y'all act like we have actually done something wrong to y'all when all we've ever done was fight just to survive, just to be recognized, to be noticed. And now we got problems with y'all, the same color. This is what I'm saying. We can't win for losing. Let me say this. I think it's very disrespectful when you go to get your hair braided and these women are speaking in their native tongue and they're talking about you. I think it's, come on now, like you'll come over here and get our money, but then you talk about us like dogs, but why are you over here? Well, why not just stay in your country and get the money? Because they don't treat y'all right over there. So you come over here and then y'all think y'all gonna dog us. And wrong answers, because let me tell you something. If every Black woman that loves getting her hair braided, if we stopped getting our hair braided, y'all asses is in trouble. So please, okay, I'm gonna need y'all to get that shit together, because I have a friend that lives in Canada and she is catching hell from the African community. Do you understand? She is catching pure hell. They're not nice, they're mean, and when I say mean, I mean mean to the damn bone. Y'all need to get it together and figure out what the problem is that y'all have with us. We don't have a problem with y'all. Then you have these shops y'all want us to come in and buy. You barely even speak to us. If you can't speak to me, I'm not spending my money there. And y'all have some beautiful y'all have some beautiful materials. Y'all have beautiful items that I would love to buy. But I'll be damned if I'm a step in an African shop and you don't speak to me, or you don't like me, and we the same colors. Get this shit together.
Wow, have you guys seen all these videos of the Somalian community leaders coming out and apologizing for their people stealing all this money? Check this out, and I'll be back.
We accept the president's words. They came from a place of anger and disappointment. I'm sure many Americans feel the same way.
The president was right to let loose his feelings. It shocked us into understanding the severity of the harm our people caused.
These criminals betrayed America's welcoming spirit. The scale of these crimes has stained the reputation of American Somalis.
America's freedoms allowed us to build a unique community here in Minnesota. In return, we must promise to weed out any evil living among us.
This evil came from within our community. And so, as an honorable community, we take responsibility. We must correct this wrongdoing.
The only way to regain the trust of this nation is to root out crime, stay humble, and be forever grateful. That's the premise.
So, as honorable Somalis, we are going to take on the responsibility of apologizing to all Americans. We are deeply, deeply sorry.
The shame of this will haunt us forever. And hopefully over time you will come to forgive us. Thank you.
So yeah, y'all could be sorry, but some people somebody need to go to jail. Yeah, just like if we got caught in fraud, we go to jail. So sorry, not sorry. Lock that ass up. It is what it is. Peace.
So recently, a video circulated showing some members of the Somali American community publicly apologizing, acknowledging past behavior, distancing, and in some cases, criminal actions that damaged reputation. So in these clips, individuals expressed regret and asked for unity, particularly with the Black Americans. At the same time, critics argue that for years, same voices within immigrants communities have tried to separate themselves from the Black identity, sometimes even mocking it, only now to seek solidarity during times of pressure, like deportations or legal scrutiny. But here is where things get more complex than social media headlines. In America, race often overrides nationality. You can be Ethiopian, you can be Somali, you can be Nigerian, Jamaican, but in many systems, policing, media narratives, public perception, you're still treated as Black. That realization can hit differently depending on what or even when it happens. Some call it a wake-up call moment. When immigrant communities realize that distancing doesn't necessarily protect them from broader racial structures. That's not an attack, it is sociology.
I bet you $1 million, at least half of them don't speak English properly. Either can't speak it or broken English. They out here patrolling the streets and take a call for service. I don't know English. You're a police officer. Put this idiot on here real quick. Roll it.
Ashano kamida odayaasha community Somaliyeed iyo waalidiinta magaaladan degan ilmana ku koriyay.
The Somali community here in Minneapolis has been welcoming and has shown love towards me, and I appreciate it. Over the last 3 years, we have been working together to try and address some of the real serious problems that we have in our community. We have to be honest at times with the problems that we're having in our community, and we need our community to help us fix those problems together.
I want y'all to look at the people in the background. They don't know what he's talking about. The guy right behind him is just like he reading Braille or something. He can't even look at the camera. He just that's like you go to Japan or something, or you go to Mexico and they speaking a language you ain't never heard of. These people are looking at him like they've never heard of English. They have no idea what he's saying. They can't even track what he's saying. Look at the one behind him. Look like a black dude with an S curl. They look like black people, but they got straight hair. It's crazy to me. Look at the one in the back. I have no idea what's going on. Like he's deaf. Roll the clip.
Because it's real and it's serious.
I apologize for the way I delivered that message. I do apologize for contributing to a narrative without giving solution. I apologize for not explaining in great detail with the cultural context the information that I gave. Mentioning this issue was not the problem that I received a backlash of, but rather without giving solution and also being general, without providing the factual information a bit more precise, and also not being culturally sensitive. This is why I'm making the video. And it's not because of the other way around. We're Somalis. We're thriving in the West. It's good to know that we not only keep ourselves accountable, but we're also raising our standard. So yes, I'll raise my standard as well too in going forward and making a video about our community. Thank you for the feedback. Shout out to Somali Corner, shout out to Lito, and shout out to these other individuals as well. And
now, let's be responsible here. Criminal actions are committed by individuals, not an entire ethnic group. And viral creeps never represent millions of people. So at the same time, conversations about anti-blackness inside global communities are real. Colorism exists globally. Internalized hierarchy exists globally. Distancing from the black struggles has happened across immigrant groups, not just one. So the key question isn't who is worse. The question is, what does real solidarity require? Unity isn't just a hashtag during a crisis. It requires consistent support, understanding Black American history, showing up before policies affect you personally, accountability without defensiveness, and it also requires something else, grace. If growth is possible, it has to be allowed. If someone publicly acknowledges harm, the next step is behavior change, not endless humiliation. Let's talk about how social media makes all of this worse. Algorithms reward outrage. They amplified. They mocked us. They are begging. And they don't amplify community partnership, shared protest, intermarriages, or even neighbor collaborations. Divisions trends, cooperation doesn't. And that distortion shapes perception. So here the real issue isn't Somali versus the black folks. The real issue is how anti-blackness operates globally and how immigrant communities navigate America's racial system. Some try to assimilate upward, some learn into solidarity, some fluctuate over time. And that's human behavior under pressure. So here is the bottom line of all of this. If unity is only requested during hardship, trust will be fragile. If accountability is met with permanent rejection, division will deepen. The future depends on what happens next, not on what went viral. And the question we should all be asking is, are we building temporary alliances or long-term solidarity? I would love to hear your thoughts about all of this, and remember to keep it respectful. I have a question for you, my audience. Do you believe unity requires public accountability first, or should shared challenges automatically create solidarity? Let's have a serious conversation in the comments. And if you appreciate breakdowns like this, join our family by hitting the subscribe button, like the video, and leave a comment. We go deep but not viral. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.